So now we are going to talk about the user management. What is the
Okay.
user management in the MySQL? How we
Okay.
can manage the users, how we
Okay.
can give the permissions, authentications, those all stuff we are going to do.
Okay.
I hope you are able to see the slide.
Yes. Yes.
So here we are talking about the user management.
Okay.
When we talk about the user management, we have to keep into a couple of things in the mind. It's not like the what you have learned in the Oracle database, and based on your Oracle experience, the user management is not same like the Oracle. Of course, permission
Okay.
and everything will be the almost same, but
Okay.
here user authentication will happen from the machine name, from the IP address, and like that one.
Okay.
Understood? So based on that, what we will give, only user will go to connect. What happened in the Oracle, you are giving the username and password and anybody can connect from anywhere. Am I correct?
Yes.
That is not allowed here.
Okay.
Here the user management, always we have to take care of the resources from which machine the user is going to connect.
Okay.
Getting my point?
Yes.
So we have to give the user to connect from which machine, and
Okay.
then user will connect from that machine.
Machine. Okay.
So that's why it happened
Okay.
in the user management in MySQL.
Okay.
Got it? So we can
Yes.
authenticate, we can give the permission as per our business need.
Good.
So let's talk about this, how the MySQL will work in the user management. When we talk about the user management, that means we are creating a user account, and once the account will be created, we can give them the different type of privilege to do their business job, whatever is required for them. Maybe we can give for the create table, maybe we can give for the alter table, maybe for drop table. So whatever privilege you want to give it, accordingly you can give them the privilege. Got it? Like create a user, create table, create view. So those are the things we can able to do with the user management. Okay.
Yes.
But when we create the users, the user don't have the any privilege by default until unless we are not giving the anything to that user.
Okay.
And that's where the MySQL will work. By default, when we will give them, so we have to give them the proper authentications to the users and those things.
Okay.
So always make sure avoid using the root account. If you
Okay.
remember from the beginning, we are using the root account.
Yes.
Why? Because as in Oracle, it is saying the sysdba avoid to
Yes.
use for daily operation.
Yes.
Similar way, the root account is the super account, which you can always try to avoid it.
Okay.
Got it? If the
Yes.
root account you can able to use and anything went wrong, if root got corrupted, then you are not able to fix the others. But
Okay.
suppose if we are working with the others and if anything went with the wrong, we can able to do via the root.
Okay.
That means it's a super account which we can use.
Yes.
Any doubt, any question for this?
Oh no.
Then we have to give them the permit. In the
Yes.
permit means here we are talking about the authorization and authentication. There's a
Yes.
two things will happen in the MySQL. One is called authorization, another is called authentication. So whenever you will create a users,
Yes.
you need to authenticate that user. So in the authentication process, it will verify the user identity,
Okay.
and then it will match from our configuration. Got it?
Yes.
Okay. Suppose I am saying, okay, your laptop can connect to the MySQL. Is it possible? Yes, it is
If we,
possible. I can assign to
if
the
we,
your
yes,
machine
but
IP
we,
and then we can
yes,
authenticate.
yes, right.
So that's where your machine is able to connect to the server. Otherwise, it won't happen.
It won't, right.
So this is the first step happen when the user will try to connect to the your MySQL.
Okay.
They will verify their authentication.
Okay.
Got it?
Yes.
Once authentication is completed successfully, two cases, the user is valid, they have the IP address is registered, which match with the my configuration. Have you remember in the MySQL we have a user table.
Yes.
From there it will be authenticated, and if they found
Yes.
that user is having the right to connect, then it will allow
Right.
to
Yes.
connect. But direct it won't connect.
Yes.
In this case, after the
Yes.
authentication, it will go to the authorization. After authentication,
Yes.
it will go to the authorization. So in authorization,
Okay.
they will verify the user privilege, like on which database user is allowed to connect, got it? Those things they will
Yes.
get. Then on that database, what are the privilege they have? Those authorization they will check. So basically, in authentication phase, they will identify the users. They will identify the users is allowed to connect or not. If yes, then they will proceed. If no, then the authentication will fail. Then the authorization will not come in the picture. But if authentication is correct, then it will come into the authorization part. Got it? So in authorization, they will verify, authenticated user will be verified in authorization with their privilege. Which database they can connect, if database, what are the tables. So those are the things you can able to do with the authentication and authorization. Understood?
Okay. Yes.
So now let me show you how it happened.
Okay.
Like in this graph, you can clearly see the connection request coming from the user side. Got it? So first it will go into
Yes.
the authentication to verifying the user. There is two cases. It may be user is authorized. It may be user is not authorized to connect. Got it?
Yes.
So if
Yes.
allow, then the query they will go, and then here it will come into the part called authorization. Got it? Two cases you can understand here. Suppose authentication is not allowed. That means the users who is trying to connect, like Rajiv is trying to connect, Rajiv don't have the permission, so connection will denied and user will be disconnected.
Disconnected. Okay.
This is the first case. But suppose user is allowed to connect, then they will connect the query. Now here in the authorization, it will verify which database user is allowed to connect.
Okay.
Suppose we have not allowed to the any database connection. So the query which he is trying to do, that will be denied.
Okay.
But if the authorization found yes, it is allowed, the query will be executed.
Executed.
So this way user verification will happen in the MySQL.
Okay.
I hope it is clear to you.
Yes.
Then how we can see the users? So as I told you, the MySQL have the users table. So from there, if you can able to see MySQL dot user and where username is equal to I am giving.
Yes.
Are you able to see there is a multiple root?
Yes.
Got it? So
Yes.
accordingly, it means local host. Only user can connect. The user who have the root, they can connect from the local host. By default, when you will create the Linux and virtual machine, this is the default IP, which is called the local IP.
Yes.
So from that user can connect. And here, the all if you want to connect or the specific one that you can able to do. But here it could be the name of your host, it could be the machine name, it could be the IP address. During the demo, I will show you those all the things.
Okay.
Understood?
Yes.
So accordingly, you can see the multiple root user. It doesn't mean we have the various root. Got it? These all will be considered as a separate user. MySQL, this will be considered as a separate user. It may be they have the different password. It may be they have the same password like here you can see. Got it? Password, this column will not support in the newer release. 5.7 onward, this column has removed.
Okay.
Earlier, the password was showing.
Yes.
But again, it was showing like a encrypted password. Like here you can see.
Okay.
Got it? So select username, host you only you can do, and then you can able to get it. Next here you can see view all user information including the privilege. Then you can have fire select MySQL users and you can see all the users name with their privilege. So now you can easily understand the previous screen which I told you.
Yes.
Whenever the user will try to connect, let me go to the previous screen. So authentication happen and then the authorization, these privilege will be checked.
Yes. Yes.
If it match, the query will process according to the
Yes.
privilege.
Okay.
Any doubt, any question?
No.
Good. Now the next you can see native authentication. So MySQL use the native authentication. What it mean by the native authentication? See, native is the basically a plugin. Got it? So MySQL
Yes.
native is a password authentication plugin. So based on that plugin, they will allow your different type of password, credential, and other thing. Got
Okay.
it? So in the native password, when you connect to the MySQL server using the native password, so your authentication plugin will come into the picture. Got it? This is the native authentication, the default authentication mechanism in the MySQL. So
Okay.
basically, it will use your username that you are trying to connect with the host name from where you are connecting and your password. These all three information will be checked into the MySQL.users table, and based on that, if they will verify they are correct, they will able to connect it. Otherwise, they will deny it. Understood?
Yes.
So to connect to the local server, what we are doing MySQL-u username and password we are able to connect. But when I am trying to connect from my Windows machine to that, will it allow?
If you
For
give
that,
authentication, then only it will allow.
yes, we need to give the authentication for that.
Yes.
In this case, I need to give the -h, which is the host number.
Yes.
Okay, then my
Yes.
machine is able to connect from there. Understood?
Yes.
So that's where the authentication happen in the MySQL. So every users, how we can create a users? That will be the question in your mind. So you can
Okay.
use a like create user. So in this example, you can see I am creating a user. What is the username? Jim.
Mm.
Jim is able to connect from where?
Local.
Localhost. Localhost means where the my server MySQL
Yes.
is running,
Running.
and using the password, whatever the password we are giving. Got it? So do not create an account without a password because then you are carrying the risk.
Yes.
Do not create a user without a username. Like have you remember in the beginning we talked the anonymous user.
Yes. Yes.
So don't create any user without a username, and wherever possible avoid your wild card. What it means? So always try to give the user with the IP addresses. Got it?
Okay. Yes.
Without IP addresses, if you will create a users, then it will be difficult. Either you can use the IP address, either you can use a domain name. Those all the things is possible. So make sure the username and name of the client host from which user is trying to connect. Maybe you can say, Rajiv, in the company, we are having the IP address is frequently changing because we are not getting the static IP,
Yes.
we are getting the dynamic IP. So in this
Yes.
case, what happened? Based on your domain, we can able to do. IP range we can give. Those all can be
Okay.
possible.
Okay.
Got it? But make sure whenever you are giving the username or host name, you have to use the single quotation mark around the username and host name. If we are containing the special character like the dash or maybe the hash or something in this case. So always make sure you can try to use the code. It will be a good practice for you. Now, how we can give the host name? Okay. So here you can see the host name. Either it can be used the host name. Maybe you can use the domain name.
Yes.
Maybe you can use the IP name, or
Yes.
maybe you can use the IP address, or maybe the all.
Okay.
Got it. So these are the pattern we can use when we are going to connect to that. So using a host pattern when you are doing the percent or underscore. So this is called the wildcard character.
Okay.
Got it. It means we are setting the authentication that enable you to connect from any host to the entire domain or subnet.
Okay.
Got it. If you omit the host part in your account name when you are creating, then account management statement MySQL assume that you are using the percent. That means for every. Got it. Like here in the example, you can see we are using the hostname example.com.
Yes.
Got it. So this is my domain name which I am giving. So from this hostname dot domain, this way you can able to connect. Got it. So in this case, the example which we are using example.com. So any host percent if you are giving the percent dot example.com, what will happen? Like I'm giving the dbatrainings.com. What happened? Just percent. So any IP, any machine from the dbatrainings.com domain, which is connected with my domain, they are able to connect to the my
Connected.
SQL.
SQL.
If, as I told you, in the company, what happened? My IP address is changing. Got it? So in this case, I can give you like the 192.168, that two character I want to match, and then rest all I give the percentage. So what will happen? They will connect with the 192.168. Any IP address started like the 1 to
Yes.
255, anyone that will be connected. Understood?
Yes.
So if you are giving the only last and 255, if you are giving the 192.168, that means 65,536 IP now is allowed to connect.
Yes.
So you can use that one. Similar way, we can able to use the subnet mask. Got it? Like the IP address and then slash subnet.
Right. Yes.
So once the matching the host with that IP address, then only able to connect. Like this example you can see here, we are using 10.0. And then we are putting the subnet.
Yes.
Got it? So whichever the IP 10.0.0.0 from this subnet, that will be allowed to connect.
Yes.
So then it will be matched for the first 24 bit of the IP address and then it will connect.
Okay.
Understood?
Yes.
So as a DBA, we can able to use it. We can able to see the username, host name from where we have allowed to connect.
Okay.
Are you getting the point?
Yes.
So that's where you can able to see whichever you want to connect, whichever you want to use. Like that's where it allow you to do. So let me go and show you that what I am going to do. Let me check my IP address. So if I can scroll it, you can see the IP address is 107.
Yes.
Are you able to see?
Yes.
Now let me connect to my machine from this IP via some terminal. And then we can able to do it. I'm connecting with my terminal window. Now let me share with you the terminal. I am connected. Now, are you able to see?
Yes.
And then I'm calling the MySQL, user root, -p, and then my password. Not a good practice.
Yes.
Give the password because the OS admin can see. Attach.
Yes.
Now I'm putting the select user host from MySQL.user where hostname like I put a percentage.
Yes.
So if any one is allowed, in this case, no one is allowed.
Okay.
Got it?
Yes.
Don't believe me? Go to the MySQL and see the only the MySQL users. Did you see?
Yes.
I have not allowed anyone except the Rajiv
Only.
user.
Yes.
So Rajiv can connect from the IP address 102.
Is that true?
Got it?
Yes.
Maybe you can think then what is the this IP?
These privileges are given uh, firstly only or
Yeah, so if I can show you here, you can see this. Are you able to see the micro DOS prompt? The OS.
yes.
So this is the my machine
Yes.
IP, my Windows
Okay.
machine IP.
Okay.
So I allowed Rajiv can connect with the 102.
Okay.
Got it? I will
Yes.
show you, but let me see if I have the MySQL. Got it? So in this case, I can able to, let me show you from the workbench. Got it? Are you able to see the Rajiv user?
Yes. Repeat.
It will ask me the password. I hope the password is Rajiv. No. Let me see the connection from which machine I have connected. Okay, it was on the local host. No. What is my machine name?
Localhost.
192,
Yes. 192
168.
dot one dot
What was the
0 dot
IP?
102
No, 0 dot.
102
What you said?
102
No, no, no.
107.
Oh, the 107.
Okay.
So let me show you this host na. This is my host
Yes.
na.
Yes. Yes.
Config. I have config. So we are on to
107.
107.
Yes.
So let me copy it. And now let me go to the my workbench. And here I am putting the 107. This is my username.
Yes.
Is it? The Rajiv is my username. And what is the password? If I let me try to connect with that, it will ask me the password.
Yes.
And I have given the password Rajiv. No. What message you are getting?
Access denied.
Access denied.
Yes.
Got it? Using
Yes.
the password this. So as of now, it is not allowed. Are you able to see?
Yes.
So we need to authenticate it. We need to give the
Okay.
privilege.
Okay.
Got it?
Yes.
And once we will give the privilege, then only user is able to connect it.
Okay.
Understood the concept?
Yes.
So during the demo, I will show you. Once we allow, the user will connect with that IP address.
Okay.
Now setting the account password, of course, if there's two ways to do it. So like here you can see the set password or alter. So set password for which user? This Gene
Yeah.
local host and then equal to password, whatever the new password you want to assign, that you are able to do it.
Okay.
So what password I have given to Rajiv, I don't remember. So we can able to change the password like this type of commands.
Okay.
Getting my point?
Yes.
So, or we can create the users, anonymous users, another thing. But anonymous user means you are not giving the username. Got it? That's why you can create a anonymous users. Like if I can show you the one example, you can get the idea for anonymous user. Like here, I want to create a user. I'm not giving the username. What happened?
Yes.
Your password does not satisfy the current password policy because as per the newer release, we have the password native and that is saying, okay, we need to at least one special character, one numeric,
Yes.
what it, and those
Yes.
two. So
Okay.
it is not allowing without the password. So always make sure avoid the creating the anonymous user, especially ones have the no password.
Okay.
Got it? Because
Yes.
it will be always a security risk for you.
Yeah.
Then you can create the users, you can give the password as per your business need. Understood?
Yes.
Now let me go. The my user which we have seen. What was the my username?
Raju.
Rajiv. So Rajiv, which machine?
107.
No, no. Connection. 192, 168,
102.
192.168 dot
0102.
0102.
Yes.
And then password, whatever the password I want to give. Like example, I'm giving. So let me. Are you able to see my screen? Now this user I'm putting there. Are you able to see?
Yes.
Set password for which user? Rajiv.
Raju. Yes.
From where? This host.
Machine.
And then we are giving password is equal to Rajiv.123.
123.
So the newer syntax is not allowing like this.
Password.
But so in this case, we can use alter. But
Okay.
why you can, if you can see here, MySQL server version 4 that the right syntax to use near password. Got it? So the newer version will not allow you to reset the password like that. Understood?
Yes.
So we'll show you alter way, and then we can reset the password. So this you can keep into mind. This will work only with the version till 5.6.
Okay.
Got it?
Yes.
That's why I was showing you. And then they have introduced a new feature which is called the alter.
Okay.
Similar like Oracle, we are doing alter username identified by or whatever the password you want that you can do. Here, confirming the password, as you can see, the host username from MySQL where password is equal to blank. So it will show you the password which is a blank. Similar way, identify the duplicate password which we have, expired password. Those are the things you can able to confirm with the database. Then, if you want to rename the users, we can use rename user and the username. What was the old one? What is the new you want to give? So that's where you can able to rename the user. Understood?
Yes.
If you want to revoke the user, so you can use drop user.
Okay.
So whenever you will drop the user, what happen? All the privilege which is assigned to user will be revoked. Understood?
Yes.
Or alternate way, you can delete all the record from the account, grant table which they exist, and then rename or remove. So user management you can do like that. You can able to manipulate the user's account. You can able to drop. You can able to change. So these all you can able to do as per your business need. So MySQL is allowing you. You can do such type of things when you want to change the user password, when you want to choose the anything, and that's where you can able to identify. Got it? Any doubt? Any
Yes.
question?
No.
So similar way you can able to drop your users and how it is happening. So for that we have, as I told you, the MySQL native password. Due to this
Yes.
password native, we are not able to use, because this is the default mechanism for changing my password. Got it. Then MySQL old password, this plugin implemented authentication earlier version like the 4.1 or earlier they were using. The
Okay.
5.4.2 and onwards, the native password will become the default one. Got it?
Yes.
Then SSL 256 password. So these are the different plugin. So this will allow you to hashing your password. That means you encrypt your password. So these
Okay.
all work with the plugin authentication, and based on the plugin authentication, you can able to customize how you want to secure your environment. If you will disable this plugin, it won't allow you. So what it will do, the MySQL native password plugin implement you the standard password format. Got it? Means
Yes.
41 byte wide hash they are using. The old password which was using, so they were using the 16 bytes wide. And SSL 256 password, this is the algorithm for encryption of your password. So earlier release like MySQL 4.1 or before that, we were using the MySQL hyphen old, sorry, MySQL underscore old underscore password authentication. After that, the newer release from 4.2 onwards, we have started with the native password. Got it? So that's why it won't allow you. The password you can able to do like this way. Always you can able to do the password authentication as per your business need. Any doubt, any question, then please let me know. Guys,
No.
so that's why you can able to do, you can able to change your password as per your
Yes.
business need.
Okay.
You can use. So these all working with your password authentication, that's it.
Yes.
And if you have a proper password, then you can able to do. If you
Yes.
don't have, you can avoid it. So
Okay.
that's why your password authentication will happen. So as I told you, now we have a new password called the alter user. Got it? So based on the alter user, we can able to do and change the password. Understood the concept?
Yes.
So in simple way, we can use the alter user, username, and then identified by whatever the password you want to use and what type of authentication you want in your password. So
Okay.
that's where you can able to do, you can able to change when you want to change your password. Any doubt, any question, then please let me know.
No. Okay.
So understood the password authentication?
Yes.
So as a DBA, as a developer, you can able to change your password as per your business need. Got it?
Yes.
So that's the giveaway. If you want to see it, then we can see the current users which we are connecting. Like, let me show you. So I'm connecting with the current user root. Have you remember?
Yes.
So you can see, and the root where we have connected from the local host.
Yes.
Got it? So that's where you
Yes.
can check the current user which you connected. Similar way, you can able to alter the users. Got it? And that you can do with your, you can able to use your authentication, you can able to use your password, whatever you want, you can able to do accordingly as per your business need. You are able to lock the user, you are able to unlock the user. These all can be possible as per your business need. So now let me go and change my password which we were trying. What is my username?
Rajiv.
Rajiv. So I can use the alter user. And from which machine?
102.
102. So let me go and put my username, Rajiv. And then the IP address I can give. Let me change it. The IP address, what was the IP address? 192.168.0.102.
Yes.
Am I correct?
IP address was 107 and
No,
machine
107
was
for the my server.
server. Yes. 102 for your machine.
My laptop I am talking.
Yes, 102.
Yeah. So let me try to change the password. Are you able to see alter user
Yes.
and identified by Rajiv? I am able to change the password.
Yes.
Got it?
Yes.
But is there any workaround? That will be your questions, maybe in your mind. So
Yes.
let me try with the set again with some modification. And let's see what the result you are getting. Now I'm trying the same command. So what you want? You are not able to do with this way. Set command will not work even if you have put in the code.
Okay.
Got it? So that's why we are able to
Alter
do
user.
like this.
Yes.
I can able to do and reset. Now let me connect to this. Am I able to connect on this machine?
Yes.
No. What is my username?
Rajiv.
Rajiv. I am not allowed to connect because this machine IP address is different, 107.
Yes. 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 We
So what
have
message you got?
given authentication of 102.
Yes. So it won't allow. Okay. Now let me try to connect with my SQL developer. Have you remember earlier we were trying?
Yes.
So let me try with the SQL developer in this case. Same Rajiv user. And then
Yes.
I'm trying to connect, giving the password. 123. What message you got?
Yes. Successful emailing.
So are you able to see?
Yes.
I'm able to connect.
Yes.
Let me put it and try to test the connection. Yes, I'm able to do it. Okay.
Yes.
Now let me connect. I'm connected. Let me fire the show database so my database will be shown. Don't believe me? So where you are allowed?
Rajiv.
Only Rajiv database,
Yes.
not the other database.
Yes.
Why it happened?
We
Where in
have
the show
given
database?
privilege.
Because of my privilege.
Yes.
Got it? So
Yes.
during the demo I will show you each and everything. So don't worry.
Okay.
Now what happened when we will try with the command line? Let me try with the MySQL. Command line utility. No. Then we have to set the path and other things in the command line because the MySQL won't come like this way. Are you getting?
Yes.
So we need to set the path and then we are able to connect. Go to the bin directory and then execute the MySQL. Otherwise, you can set the path. I hope you understood the concept.
Yes.
So That's why we are able to connect to the particular as per my authentication. So how it happened? Due to this native password authentication, they were looking the one special character,
Yes.
minimum 8 characters, then the numbers, those all. It match, it allowed. So that's what happened. Another thing is called client-side character authentication plugin. So as a DBA, as a developer, you can able to use the client-side authentication plugin. So instead of the server side, if you want to the client locations, it can be happen. Some authentication method like the PAM authentication, which is called pluggable authentication module. So those authentication, PAM authentication require the client to send the plain text password to the server. And in this case, the server can process the password in the format of MySQL clear password plugin, and then they will able to connect it. So in that case, it will work. Apart from that, there is a various other authentication method we have in the MySQL. Like you can see here, test plugin server. This will be used for implementing native and old password authentication both way. Got it? Then authentication socket, which is allowing you to connection. MySQL user can log the Unix socket. Got it? So then we have the another one, which is called authentication underscore PAM. As I told you, it allow you the. So what will happen in the test plugin server? The test authentication plugin authenticating user native or old password authentication. So both way it will work. So it is by intentionally we are using for the testing and development purpose, we can able to use test plugin server like that. Got it? But not in the production. The socket peer, like the authentication underscore socket, which will be used for the when you want to the peer credential. That means the socket, the authentication socket, peer credential plugin allow user to connect via the Unix socket file. But in this case, only it support to the Linux username match with their MySQL account, like the root. Or maybe any OS level you have created and then you are giving the authentication on the SQL server also. So that case. Next one, we have a PAM authentication plugin. So authentication underscore PAM. This will be used for if you are using the enterprise edition plugin. So in that case, it will work for the external authentication mechanism. So in this case, what will happen? Internally in MySQL, they will not store the password. It will store the password with the third-party module, pluggable authentication module. And when the user will try to connect from the particular IP address or the username, so the password will be authenticated onto operating system where the PAM pluggable authentication you have used. So in that case, you can able to use the PAM based authentication. Understood the concept?
Yes.
So that's the way you can able to use the PAM authentication plugin. Now, how this authentication work in the PAM authentication? So here you can see. Whenever you are doing the PAM authentication, so it's supporting the enterprise edition plugin, and then here you can use authentication method. You can give identified by authentication underscore PAM. So what it will do, it will look into your configuration file where the authentication you have given, and then the location which you have given, like suppose /etc palmd or wherever. On that way it will go, your evaluation will be checked, and then user will able to connect from there. So instead of the database level password authentication, it will check onto the your wallet location. So it's a one type of wallet. In Oracle, have you used a wallet?
Yes.
Yeah, so it is exactly like that,
Okay.
but it's a third party authentication.
Yes.
So it will allow you to connect via the third party PAM authentication mechanism, and from there you can connect. So as a DBA, you can able to use the PAM based authentication.
Yes.
Got it. So only we have to be identified with, like we have given the alter similar way. Whenever you are creating the user, you can able to use identified with authentication underscore palm. So what happened? It will look into that authentication location. From there, the authentication will happen. Okay.
Yes.
Any doubt? Any question?
No.
Good. Now let's go for the another one. What we have? So here we have a password validation plugin. What it mean by the password validation plugin? So password validation plugin, the validate password plugin tests the strength of your supplied password to improve the your security.
Okay.
Got it? So that's why you can able to get the validate password. So this plugin will test the strength of your password, which can improve your security. Got it? So what we can do, validate underscore password underscore policy. This is the one thing which we are verifying. So like what verification method you want, how many characters you want to allow. Got it? So here we have a three type of password verification policy: low, medium, and a strong. So when you are doing the low password order validation policy, so it means password must be the minimum length. You can define, okay, how many characters you want, a minimum 8 character or like so on. And then value of the valid password length variable will match, that's it. No like a special character, no like the uppercase, lowercase, those are not applied. Understood? Another we have the medium. In the medium, when you are keeping the validate underscore password underscore policy is equal to medium, so what will happen? They will have the certain criteria. The password must contain the minimum number of the numeric characters. You define, okay, how many numeric characters you want.
Okay.
By default, one numeric, one special. Got it? One
Yes.
caps, one small. This is the rule. In the
Okay.
okay, but you can put it the validate password number count, validate password underscore mix underscore case count, validate underscore password special character count. So what happened? They will match as per your definition. Suppose I have sent, okay, have you worked with the cloud environment in Oracle?
Not, but I have
Yeah.
knowledge.
If you want to do in the clouds, what happened? There's a rules called, okay, a special 2 characters,
Yes.
at least 2 numbers,
Yes.
2 caps, 2
Yes.
small, like those.
Yes.
So that's way it will work.
Okay.
So that's way it work for you. So that's way we can use as per our business lead. Any doubt, any questions, then please let me know.
No.
Good. So that's why we can able to use in our live the password validation plugin. Next, authorization, as we have discussed already. So authorization means you are giving the checking of your users, to which database you are allowing, how the authentication you are giving, those all you can able to do it. So let me see the my validate password first, and then we can go. Is it okay?
Yes.
So let me connect to my database. Oh shit, I have given the wrong password. Let me connect with the right password first. So I'm going with the. Are you able to see?
Yes.
No, I won't allow from the this. The username is Raj. root, because I have not allowed a local user connection for Rajiv. And now if I can see the show validate variable like validate, so you can see this is my current configuration in my system. Validated password check for username. Yes, it is on. What type of validation they are doing? The password length should be minimum
8
character, maximum case count.
8.
So one upper they are taking, one lower. Password number count they are using, and the password policy, if you can see in the medium we have. Got it. Validate password special character, so one.
Yes.
You can able to change, alter, and then you can able to do as per your authentication mechanism. Understood?
Okay.
Any doubt,
Yes.
any question?
No.
So that's why you can able to do. And then it will go to the authorization. In authorization, what happened? They will basically go for your which database you are going to connect, who is the users, what type of privilege does the user have,
Yes, right.
where do the privilege applied,
Right,
those
right.
all the things. So the
Yes.
primary function of the MySQL authorization system is we are authenticating the users with the privilege
Yes.
onto database.
Okay.
That's why if you remember, when I was trying to connect with the workbench, I was able to connect only the Rajiv database, not the other database. Have you noticed?
Yes.
Like here, I'm on same database, but I can
Yes.
connect only with the information
Rajiv.
schema and Rajiv. That's it.
Rajiv. Yes.
So as per your business need, you can able to do, you can able to connect it.
Okay.
The authorization and authentication. Okay.
Yes.
So that's way. Determine the appropriate user privilege. Of course, what privilege user need. So there's a two type of privilege. One is called global. Global means it apply to the all the databases.
Yes.
And then the database level you can do, object
Yes.
level you can do, like the table and other thing. So the
Yes.
privilege can be given for the column level, the stored procedures, or the database level or table level. Those all the things are possible. So depend on the business need, you can grant the privilege. Okay.
Yes.
So
Yes.
MySQL account at a different level, like globally you can do, or the database level, or table level, or column level. So
Yes.
depend on the need you can able to do. Got it? So that's where we can create the users, we can give them privilege. Then suppose I want to give the administrator privilege. Got it? So in the MySQL we have a administrative privilege. So administrative privilege, we have the following global privilege applied to the administrative. The one is called files. What it mean? Allow user to instruct the MySQL server to read and write files in the host. Got it? So on the OS level, when you want to give the authentication, then you have to give the file. Got it? So user is able to access from your operating system. Same way, the process, if you will give the process, or so the user is able to fire the command call show process list. Got it? So user is able to basically see the process. This is the most important, which is called the super. So if you can read, allow user to kill the other client connection or change the runtime configuration on the my server. So the super administrative privilege will provide user with the ability to perform lots of additional tasks. So they can able to kill the users, they can able to change the settings, they can able to change the verification. These all can be possible with the super privilege. And then we have all. All means what? We are giving all the privilege except the grant privilege with others. That means when we assign the all privilege to anyone, so they will get all the privilege. Got it?
Yes.
But they will not get the grant privilege. Grant privilege means what? The same privilege he cannot assign to someone else.
Yes.
So all privilege for granting all privilege except the giving with admin right. So with grant option is not allowed, rest all is there.
Okay.
Got it? So as a user, she is able to create a user, she is able to create a table, she is able to do database, log, those all the things you can able to do it. Understood?
Yes.
So as a DBA, you can assign the privilege as per the business need. Let me show you how you can give the privilege. So for that, you can give grant statement. So the grant statement will create the new account or modify the existing account. Got it? Like grant, select, and where you are giving. So on which database? So I'm giving here World InnoDB. World InnoDB for which? Star means all the objects,
Yes.
like whatever the table. Whom I am giving? To Kari.
Um,
From where he will allow to connect? From local host identified by so and so. So this way we can give the privilege. So privilege can be assigned onto the global. That means on the instance, how many database, everywhere it applied. Start if you will give, so it will apply to the all the database which is available into the instance with all the privilege. Database, that means database star, like here you can see example world DB dot star I'm putting, that means on the world database all the objects. If you want a special table, then you can put the world database dot table name. Got it? So
yes.
grant keyword means we are specifying one or more privilege name depend on the my business need. On clause means we are saying the specifying the level of the privilege you are granting to the user. And to clause is saying to whom you are assigning. Specify the account to which you are granting the privilege. But here the good part is that suppose the account is not available, what it will do? It will create the account.
Okay.
Got it?
Yes.
That's the beauty of the this mechanism we have. So similar way, it will do like this way. Just example. Let me try the one and then we can see what the impact it is happening. Just give me 1 second. Now what I'm going to do here, I'm going to just grant with your name.
Okay.
Got it? So what I'm doing, grant select on World InnoDB database I have.
Okay.
To whom I am giving Avrar.
Yes.
Local host and identified by.
Okay.
Do you remember we have not created a user?
Yes.
Let's see what happened. What you got?
Check the manual MySQL identify the number 1, 2, 3.
Because this version it is not supporting like that.
Okay.
Got it? So
Okay.
always make sure you can give the grant select as per your business need, and then you are
Okay.
able to do as per your requirement.
Okay.
So that's why as a developer, as a DBA, you can use the grant when we can able to do according to my business need. Understood?
Yes.
So I will show you during my demo how we can able to do it.
Okay.
So we can use the different mechanism for this type of requirement. So whatever you want, you can give it. Whatever the things you want to use, you can able to do for multiple users. You can able to do onto. Okay.
Yes.
Any doubt? Any question?
No.
So what I can do here, I need to create the user. Let me create the user.
Yes.
So I am creating the user with the your name.
Okay.
Just give me 1 second. I'm just modifying the password I'm giving you. What I have given. But before that, let me see the one more thing. I'm trying to grant and then we can see what happened.
Okay.
Because the earlier release, they were creating the user itself, but now that is not like that. So we have one database called Word.
Yes.
Let me see my database. So databases. Are you able to see?
Yes.
So we have a Word database. Let me give the privilege onto the Word database. And let me see what happened. So as of now, we don't have the your name user. Then once I will try to create, give the privilege, what happened? It's not allowed. You are not allowed to create a user with
Yes.
grant.
This grant.
So let me create a user first.
User. Yes.
So I'm creating a user with your name, Abrar from the local
Yes.
host. Got it?
Yes.
User has created.
Yes.
Now I'm
Yes.
giving the privilege to you.
Okay.
So you can able to connect with this database. Which database? World database. Let me show
World
you.
database.
Let me exit and connect with your username.
Yet we have not given the privileges.
Pardon?
Yet we have not given the privileges of world database to my user.
Not getting your point. Could you repeat?
We have not yet given the privileges of world database to this other user.
No, we have given a grant all.
Okay. Yes.
So let me see now.
Yes.
Apart from Abrar, any other database you are
Yes,
able to
yes.
connect or not?
Okay.
What do you think? Are you able to connect with other database?
I don't
No,
think so.
because we have
Because
not
we
given
have
you the
given
privilege.
privilege to. Yes.
So I'm connecting with your username and let's see what message you got. Using
Denied.
password on the command line interface cannot be insecure, access denied.
Yes.
So
Yes.
what I can do, let me see. What was the password I have given? Oh, Abrar capital I have given. Let me see. A, B,
Yes.
A, R. Now it's correct.
Yes.
This is the password I have given. Have you remember?
Yes. Yes.
I'm connected. Now let me see the
Yes.
databases. What output you are expecting?
Word only.
Information schema and Abrar.
Yes. Word. Yes.
The world we have given to world.
Yes.
So that's why whatever the privilege I have given to you, only that is allowed to connect.
Yes.
Not other thing you can do.
Yes.
But suppose I can give
Yes.
that the multiple database. Is it possible? Yes, we can do it.
Yes.
Same privilege to multiple users.
Yes.
Yes, it is also possible.
Yes. Yes.
Got it? So,
Yes.
but then if you remember what privilege I have given to you, grant all.
Grant.
All.
Okay, for user.
Yeah, for you I have given the grant all.
Yes.
So you can able to
Yes.
do all the things. Now let me give the same privilege to Rajiv user.
Okay.
If you remember, I have created a Rajiv user. Have you remember? From my machine,
Yes.
from my laptop.
Yes.
So let me try to give the privilege. And what privilege I am giving? I am just giving the select privilege on Word database.
Okay.
Let me give grant select onto Word to Rajiv. What
Yes.
message you are getting? Access denied
Access
because I am
denied
connected with the user called
to Abrar.
Abrar. So Abrar don't have
Yes.
that privilege. He cannot do.
Yes.
Let me quit and connect with my root user. And now I am giving the same privilege. What do you think? When I
Yes.
will
It
connect
will.
with the Rajiv, am I able to connect the Rajiv from here?
Yes.
No. From which IPA?
Yes. From this machine.
So I can
From
connect
this.
only with my local machine.
Your yes local machine.
Let me go to my workbench and show you what is happening. I hope you are getting the point.
Yes.
Understanding the concept is more important
Yes. Yes.
because that's where you can able to do when you are
Yes.
managing your. Are you able to
Yes.
see? I am connected to the database.
Yes.
Of course, as you remember, first privilege we have to give. Otherwise, if I will
Yes.
execute, you can see. Now I am able to see the world database.
Yes. Word.
If it is not coming, then you can
Yes.
flush privilege, reload. Rajiv. In the Rajiv, I have given
Okay.
what in the
Yes.
select statement? Just select. So let me connect to the use
Yes.
Rajiv. This way I can able to connect with the world database. So use world. Okay. Am I able to
Yes.
connect?
Yes.
I am connected to the world
Yes.
database.
Yes.
Now let me execute my table. Show tables.
Yes.
So I am connecting to the tables. You can see I am able to see it.
Yes.
But I won't able to insert, I won't able to update, I won't able to delete.
Delete. Yes.
Why? Because of
Because
my, let me try to one table creation. Table create I have not given.
no.
Create, create table and table name I am just giving the test Raj. Got it. The column name I am giving ID. Varchar. And the size I am giving the 10. Okay.
Yes.
What do you think? I am able to create a table?
No, we have not given the privileges, no?
Not given. So you can
Yes.
see create
Yes.
table test, error code, command denied to user
Yes.
this.
Yes.
But when I will give the same privilege like all, what will
Yes.
happen? I will be
It
able
will
to
allow.
create it.
Yes, it will allow.
So let me go to my machine. And here what I'm going to do, all I am giving now.
Okay.
Instead of the select, I'm putting the all. And then I will show you this same command again. Let me go to my putty session. And here I'm giving that all.
Okay.
Now I have given grant all.
Yes.
What you are expecting?
Yes, it will now allow.
It will allow. Let me
Yes.
go to my workbench. Now let me execute the table. What will you can get? Denied. Why?
Yes.
Because sometimes if the privilege is not uploaded, you won't able to do it.
Okay.
Got it? So always make
Okay.
sure you need to flush the memory or either
Okay.
you can restart service, recreate, and then you can able to do it.
Okay.
Understood?
Yes, means we have to restart the services, then only we can.
Now you can see I have just exit from the session and then I have created a table.
Yes.
I exit and then connected. So that time what happened? They will connect,
Yes.
check from the MySQL users tables.
Yes.
What is the privilege that we have captured now? Now let me show the tables. What was the table name I have given? Test Raj.
Test run.
So I hope I will get the Test Raj.
Yes.
Table in the world. Let me go.
Yes. Last
Are you
one.
able to see the Test Raj?
Yes.
So we have. So that's why you can able to manage the users. I hope you understood the concept.
Yes.
So that's why you can able to the global level, you can able to database level, table level, or some routine procedure function that you can able to do. Show grants. This will show you the grants. Show grant for the current user. It will show you the what are the privilege is given to the current user. So I am connected with which user?
Raju.
Rajiv. Rajiv,
Yes.
what are the privilege I have given? You remember.
Yes. Grant all.
Got it. So
Yes.
let me see the my what privilege I have given to Rajiv. So now I'm going to the workbench again. And the workbench, what I'm trying, show grant for the current users.
Yes.
Let me execute. Are you able to see? These are the privileges we have
Yes.
given.
Yes.
Select insert update, we have not given. What we have given? All.
All.
When you have given the all, those privileges automatically came.
Yes.
Understood?
Yes.
If any doubt, any question, then please let me know.
Now it's clear.
Good. So that's how you can get it. And same way show grant for the, this you can see. So now it won't show you the password. Earlier it was
Yes.
showing the password in encrypted. User privilege restriction. So you cannot explicit deny access to the specific user. What it mean? Suppose I don't want to allow to someone to connect. Got it? So it is not possible. You cannot do for that. Why? Because you cannot explicitly deny access to the specific user.
Okay.
Because based on the OS authentication, you can have to deny. You cannot associate a password with a specific object like the database, table, or routine, those are the purpose. So that way it will work for you. Then we have another thing which is called grant. So what will happen in the grant? The grant table, you can see the user information. So MySQL server read the grant table from the MySQL database into the memory at a startup. And that's why when we have given the privilege, the create table I was not able to do until unless I have reconnected or restarted.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's why it happened. You have to connect it, then you can able to do. So what about the table corresponding that privilege you can able to see? So they have the different level, user level, which contain the record of each account known by the server, then database level information, those are the things. So user table contains the your record of all the account known by the
Yes.
server as well
Yes.
as what the global privilege they have,
Okay.
those things. So that's how you can able to see. Similar way we have a DB level, so database specific privilege, table level privilege, even if the column level privilege, process privilege where they can do the store procedure or functions, those cases it use. So use of grant table, as I told you, so the grant table is basically we are using to identifying the things, what is validating the things. So that purpose. So based on the grant table, my server will determine whether the client can connect based on to the host or based on the users or based on the password. Those all the things will happen. Got it? So this is the mechanism from where the your authorization will happen and authentication. So to connect successfully MySQL, it must match with the record of the user table in the my host where the client connect. Got it?
Yes.
So if I can show you, basically you can get the idea. We have Let me connect. So databases. Are you able to see the MySQL database?
Yes.
So let's connect to the MySQL database. And here you have a tables, and you can see, let me scroll, you can see the one table here, which is the users. Let me scroll down. Are you able to see the user?
Yes.
If you can see here, like describe user, so they have the all the things information, like your password, your username, those all the things. Getting index,
Yes.
privilege, whatever you have given. So these all, this host will basically check. So let me fire the one query call select, and I put in the host. Only few field I am doing.
Okay.
The host I have taken, and then I am taking the my user. Got it? From where? Users table. Not the user, the table name is user. Let me show you. So this table we have user. Got it?
Yes.
From there I
Yes.
am going to get this details. So let me go and see. These are the user in my database. Got it? So here the authentication will happen based on to this. Understood the concept?
Yes.
So that's why it happened to your database. You can able to connect, you can able to do as per your business need. You can able to do it. Understood?
Yes.
So that's why you can able to do your grant. So that I was talking about the grant table. Understood?
Yes.
Then we have another one which is called the privilege change. So if you need and you are not getting the updated, so then you have to flush privilege.
Plus. Yes.
What it will do, whatever the privilege they have, this
Yes.
table will be again read.
Yes.
Got it? So effective
Yes.
privilege change. Generally, the newer release it will happen automatically, like you have seen when you will connect. But if it is not
Yes.
coming, then you can able to do the flush.
Flush. Okay.
Got it? So the
Yes.
server will read the grant table into the memory during the startup, and
Okay.
as you have given the new privilege, they will not check it because that already captured. If you are
Okay.
flushing privilege, that means you are forcing them to reload
Okay.
that information.
Okay.
Got it? So
Yes.
that's what you can able to do. Always try to avoid the making change directly into the grant table. Like you have just
Okay.
edited the table, don't do it. Do always with the command line, because once
Okay.
you will do with the directly changing in the table, they will design for clear and straightforward. So the
Yes.
syntax in account management will not be clear from there.
Okay.
So don't try that type of mistake. Directly people will think, okay, because authentication is happening from the user table, directly I can update to
Yes.
the user table instead of giving the grant.
Okay.
And if you will, by mistake, you have changed that grant table directly, you can lock all user out of the system. So that's why I always suggest to the people, don't do it like that way.
Okay.
Understood?
Yes.
Then like we have created a user, similar way you can able to revoke the user. What will
Yes.
happen in the revoke? Revoke means we are going to remove the privilege what is given to the user.
Yes.
You can use the revoke. What privilege you want to revoke? So here in the example, you can see delete, insert, update, many things you can able to do it.
Yes.
Basically, the revoke is saying specify the list of privilege which need to be revoked.
Okay.
And then on clause is saying from which privilege are to be revoked. So in this
Okay.
example, you can see what we are doing on world InnoDB database. Are you able to see?
Okay. Yes.
So I am revoking the privilege from the
World.
world InnoDB database. and then you can see that we have a from clause. The from clause is
Yes.
specifying the account name from whom you are
Yes.
removing.
Yes.
Got it? So this
Yes.
one. So that's why you can revoke your thing. Revoke grant option. If you have given to someone like today I will be on leave, I have given you the with DBA admin with admin.
Yes.
What happened?
Yes.
You are
Yes.
also able to pass that privilege to someone else. Tomorrow I come back office and I say no, I want to revoke from the abroad. So that case I can do the revoke. Understood?
Yes.
And similar way you can revoke all the privilege. So these all the way you can able to do the revoking the privilege. Revoking privilege means you are removing what the grant you have given to them.
Yes.
Similar way we have a show process list. The show process list will show you the process and the informations. Got it?
Okay.
Like show process list will show you which process and thread are running on your database.
Okay.
It will show you the ID, which means your connection identifier. The user means MySQL user who is issuing the statement. Host means from which client you are accessing.
Okay.
Database, so default database selected. Then it will show, otherwise it will show you the null. If you are not connected in any database, then the DB column you will get the null. If you remember,
Okay.
so process list I have shown you many times.
Yes.
But state, info, those all you are able to see from the show process list. And based on that, you are able to kill, you are able to do, these all things can be possible.
Okay.
Understood?
Yes.
Any doubt, any question?
No.
Sometimes maybe you have forget the password. Got it?
Yes.
In these
Yes.
cases, we can also able to use the disabling the client access control. We can use the
Okay.
hyphen skip grant table option.
Okay.
So what happened when we are doing the skip? So whenever the skip will happen in my database, they will
Okay.
basically skip the my privilege what is assigned.
Okay.
Got it? So it won't
Yes.
check the my privilege, it won't check the my things. So
Okay.
as a DBA, you can skip grant table option. So what
Okay.
happened? When connected, the user have full
Brilliant.
privilege to do anything. So then
Yes.
they can able to do. So it
Okay.
means you are disabling the account management statement like the create
Yes.
user or grant, revoke, password, those will be disabled.
Okay.
You are disabling the access control to the root password and then you can able to do it accordingly. So account management statement required the in-memory copy of your grant table. And that's why you can able to do. Alternatively, you can use the flush privilege statement after connecting to server. What it will
Okay.
do, the server will read the table and then it will enable the account management statement accordingly.
Okay.
So that's where the account management will happen. Similar way, we can able to do the other stuffs as well in the my database. Let me show you what the other statement we can do. You can see here, setting the account resource limit, like how many connection you want to allow the user.
Yes.
So for that we can use max user connection,
My connection.
max query per hour. Got it?
Yes.
Max update per hour.
Okay.
So it means we are saying, okay, user cannot do the more than the 10 update in it.
Yes. Right.
Got it? Max
Yes.
connection per hour. How many connection we allow in a 1 hour?
Okay.
So max user connection allow into my database. These all type of things you can able to do with the these account resource.
Okay.
So in short, the set resource limit means you are controlling the users. Got it? How they
Yes.
want to do it. And
Okay.
similar way you can able to use it. Are you getting the point?
Yes.
So that's way we are able to do as a DBA, as a developer, we can able to assign it. Let me show you the one of the example for this. So you can get the idea for this. Let's do it. So what I'm giving grant all on my, like suppose the Word database. Got it? So let me give it. And we are giving the maximum queries per hour. They can use the 20, maximum update per hour 10, maximum connection per hour 5, and maximum user connection 2. Just example. So if you can see what I'm trying to do here, let me connect to my putty session. For Rajiv user, I am just modified. Are you able to see? Grant all on world to Rajiv, and then I'm putting the limit with maximum query per hour. Rajiv can use 20 query.
Yes.
Maximum update he can do 10.
13.
Maximum connection per hour he can use 5.
5.
Maximum user connection they can do 2.
2.
So that's what you can able to do. Accordingly you can. So here you can see that depend on the maximum query per hour. Those are the things you can able to do. You can customize it as per your business need. Are you getting the point?
Yes.
So like the max user connection limit would be 0 by default globally, maximum user connection. So that way you can able to do, you can give how many connection you want. Those are the cases. So that's about this module. And during the demo, I will show you the lots of other things you can able to play with them.
Okay.
Any doubt, any question, then please let me know.
No.
That's for this module.
No, it's okay.
Understood?
Yes.
So in this practice, you will create, verify, and drop the anonymous users, and then you will create, drop, and verify the new user, especially in the World InnoDB database. That was the demo.
Yes.
Which we can use for my databases.
Okay.
Can I show you the couple of demos?
Yes.
So let me go. And I'm changing my password policies. Got it? So
Yes.
just for example, I'm showing you how we can able to do.
Yes.
In the demo, I hope you are able to see my putty session. Are you able to see?
Yes.
So I'm saying set global validate password policy low. You have seen earlier we have a medium.
Yes.
Otherwise, you can use the show variable and then you can see what you got. Validate password policy you cannot do because I'm connected. Let me exit and then connect with the root user. Got it? So
Yes.
set global validate password policy.
Yes.
Either you can do from here or you can give to your configuration file like this way. Got it? What I did, set global validate password policy and then I put it the low. Did you get it?
Okay.
Are you getting the point?
Yes.
So that's where you can able to do. You can able to use it as per your business need, and then you can able to run all the things what you have done. Like now, let me validate. Earlier, what was that? The password validity, if you remember, we were having medium.
Yes.
Now I have converted as a
Yes.
low.
No.
This is the one way. Other ways, you can go and configure your my.cnf. Have you remember?
Okay.
So for
Yes.
I can go to my server, and here I need to open it. We can go like gedit or vi editor, whichever you want.
Yes.
I can use the where it is gone. by default it will go into your etc directory. Have you remember?
Yes.
So etc my.cnf, and here it will open your this, and in this you are able to do it.
Yes.
Got it? So if you want the low, then you can able to do here validate password policy. You can able to keep it the low. So like here, I can able to do the my password policy which I want to use like this. Validate password policy low. So the both the way, whichever you want to use, save it and then you have to restart. Because here, when you are doing the configuration, so there's a two type of parameter, static dynamic. So I am not saving it. Otherwise, it will. That's the alternate way you have to do. Because understood?
Yes.
Similar way, if you want to uninstall the plugin, you can able to do uninstall plugin validate password that you can do. So let me see. I want to use the complex password. So those cases, let me connect. And here what I have fired, you can see the password. What type of authentication we are using. Are you able to see? Select
Yes.
user authentication string plugin host. So which plugin we are doing, that's where you can able to do it. If you want, these things can be done with the GUI also or otherwise. So have you remember native password?
Yes. Yes.
MySQL native password?
Yes.
That's where it's coming. Got it? So quite possible for some you are using some different, for the other you are using different, that can be possible.
Okay.
So we can able to see the my password policies like so variable like validate password. You can see what the validated password we have. It is on dictionary file they are checking, minimum length they will check it. Then
Yes.
in this case, those all you can able to do it as per the.
Yes.
If you want to change like off, then it will not look into that.
Yes.
So in the MySQL 8, we can use the set global validate password policy equal to 0. Just I'm changing for your reference learning purpose. Set global
Okay.
password validate password policy
G.
0. Are you able to see?
Yes.
Validate password policy, what as of now we have.
Yes.
So 0, 0 means low. Got it?
Yes.
What is the current password length we have?
8.
8. So I want to change it to the 4, length 4. Same way, whatever the parameter you want to change, accordingly you can change.
Yes.
And of course, once you change it, you need to restart your service.
Okay.
Let me quit from here. Then let me restart my service. So I'm restarting the MySQL. Once it will restart it, I will connect again. So my service has restarted. Now let me connect with the MySQL. Now my password has changed.
Yes.
Let me check. As I told you, the earlier version, you can able to do the password column.
Yes.
But the newer version, password column is not allowed. So what I'm doing, select user host from mysql.user where user is equal to. I don't have any anonymous user in my database.
Yes.
But if the same, I can use the password column, it won't work. Like
Yes.
select host and then I'm giving the password.
Okay.
Got it?
Yes.
But before the 5.7, that means till 5.6, you were able to see that password. So here now, password field is not there. That is removed. 5.7 onwards. Understood?
Yes.
Anonymous users, you were able to create like the earlier version, like create user and then you can able to do. But here your password does not successfully current policy requirement. That's why you won't able to do it. Got it? So
Yes.
that way you can able to do. Similar way we don't have, but suppose we were having the one, we can able to drop the user anonymous same way. Like if you remember during the my server configuration, we have removed it on all the anonymous. So that's why you can able to drop.
Yes.
Getting my point?
Yes.
Now let me create the one user. So I'm just creating the one user here. Let me try what will happen. So I am creating the user called student.
Okay.
Where? On the particular pcdbatrainings.com domain. So what happened? You can see your password does not satisfy the current policy requirement.
Okay.
So as I told you, whenever you are creating the user, you must have to give the some password.
Yes.
Okay. So
Yes.
if the password is not satisfied, then you won't able to do it. So as per your need, you can able to use the password.
Yes.
Understood?
Yes.
So what is the password I can do? Do you remember earlier I did some password?
@Abrar123.
Yes. So identified by I can use whatever I want to use that I can.
Yes.
And if you remember, we have put some things changed. Have you remember
Yes. Yes.
what we have changed?
Uh,
We have changed with the 4 character.
yes. 4 characters.
So I am creating with the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
6, 7.
Less than the 8, which was earlier.
Yes.
So what you can see,
Does not satisfy
password
current
does
policy.
not satisfy the current policy
Policy
requirement.
requirement. Yes.
So if the policy is the 8, you won't able to do it accordingly.
Yes. Yes.
So always make sure you can identify it according to your business need.
Yes.
Now let me give me some different password. According to your business, you can able to use it properly. You can play with this MySQL how you want.
Yes.
So I'm creating a one user now, a student. The same way I can create the users. Yes, I'm able to create it.
Yes.
Are you able to see?
Yes.
So that's where you can able to create a user in your database,
Yes.
and then you can verify your user which you have created. What is the username I have given? A student. Let me see it. Are you able to see?
Yes.
So from DBA trainings domain, any PC
Yes.
they are able to connect it.
Okay.
Understood?
Yes.
Similar way you can grant them whatever the privilege you want.
Okay.
Got it? So let me
Yes.
create the one user called another user I am creating. Have you remember we have a one user called Rajiv?
Yes.
So I can able to do it. I can able to create the user. I can able to give the privilege. So here If you remember, I told you the Rajiv user I have created. That Rajiv was onto my machine. As you have seen from the Rajiv, I was not able to connect.
Yes.
Have you noticed?
Yes.
So I am saying on the local host. Allows local host. And identified by again same password I am giving the Rajiv. Let me create a user. The same name the two user has created, Rajiv. Have you remembered?
Yes. Yes.
Earlier Rajiv was from that machine.
Yes.
Similar way, I want to give them select, insert, update onto the my world database. Got it. So what you want? You are not allowed to create with the grant.
Grant.
Got it. So let me exit from here and then I can connect to the MySQL admin
Yes.
and then I can give.
Yes.
So not
Not
allowed to create user with grant.
Rajiv.
Correct. So, but earlier release it is allowed like this way.
Okay.
Have you remember?
Yes.
So that's why you have to keep into mind whenever you are creating the users, whenever you are giving the users, you can
Okay.
give them what privilege you want to give.
Okay.
So before the 5 point till 5.6 I can say.
Okay.
Even if the 5.7 also that was working. So now what we are doing in this case, we use this with a different way because with grant the user is not there, it won't allow you. So
Okay.
if you remember the Rajiv, what the spelling I have given, the small.
Yes.
Let me grant it with the small.
Okay.
I just change the Rajiv name. Are you getting?
Yes.
Now see the result. You are able to do it. One match, it will.
Okay.
Understood?
Yes.
Any doubt, any question, then please let me know.
No.
So that way you can grant the privilege. Similar way, whatever the privilege you have given to the users, you can able to do. You can able to check. Have you remember some privilege I have given to Rajiv?
Yes.
Whatever the privilege I have given?
We are given
So
for
that we can that we
transfer.
can that we can check from the show grant privilege.
Yes. Yes.
From here I can able to do like this.
Yes.
So we have
Yes.
given the select, insert, update, delete on the
Yes.
world database.
Yes.
So that's where you can able to do. You can able to manage. If I want to revoke, that can be possible. We can revoke the
Yes.
privilege from the user.
Yes.
So if I want to revoke the delete and update, which database I have given?
World.
In the grant, if you remember, world I have given.
Yes.
So I can able to revoke the privilege from this. Let me go and try it. So I revoke it. Now again, if I will check, are you able to see? The earlier we were having the update and delete both.
Yes.
I
Only
removed the
select
update
and select.
delete. Now it is not
Yes.
there.
Yes. Only select and select.
So that's why you can able to revoke the privilege. Show grant will show you the privilege. Are you getting the point?
Yes.
So that's why you can able to do with the privilege. You can able to do similar way. If I want to show it similar the way what I did, show grant, it will show you the my privilege. Are you getting the point?
Yes.
So earlier, if you remember, we have given the password to the student.
Yes.
So earlier, what was happening? You this way you were able to change the password also. Grant
Yes.
use on a start to a student
Yes.
identified by new password.
Yes.
But now in the newer release, it won't allow.
Okay.
And if you remember during the theory, I told you the alter command you can able to use.
Yes.
So this alter will allow you in the newer release. Whenever you want to change the password, another thing you can able to do with the alter.
Okay.
Getting the point?
Yes.
So new release, this is not supported.
Okay.
So in this case, you can use alter user.
Okay.
Getting my point?
Yes.
Did I need to show you?
Yes.
Okay. Let me show you. Alter user you can able to do, and then you can able to reset the password.
Yes.
Earlier student password, now the Raji password I
Yes.
have given.
Yes.
I will try to connect. I am able to connect with that machine,
Yes.
with the DBA domain. Got it?
Yes.
That way you can able to do. Whenever you want to drop the users, you are able to drop the user. Whatever the privilege and other thing we have given, similar way you can able to the now let me drop the user. I have created a one user called a student. I'm dropping that. It is dropped. And then if you can see the user from your host, you are not able to see anything. Here you can see I don't have the user with the anything student name.
Okay.
Where from Rajiv you can see we have Rajiv.
Yes.
Or Rajiv I have not dropped.
Yes.
You have to see the two Rajiv, one
Yes.
from the
Yes.
that machine, one from the
Yes.
another.
Local.
Let me exit from this and now I can try with the Rajiv. What do you think? This time I am able to connect or not?
Yes.
I can able to connect.
Yes.
So databases. So the world database I have given privilege I can able to do.
Yes.
Getting my point?
Yes.
If I can give like the Rajiv to the, they have the one database called Rajiv.
Yes.
In my database, we have the Rajiv. Let me give this to the local host. Because if I remember, Rajiv I have given to the 192. So let me give to the local host. Am I able to give from the Rajiv user? Not at all. Because they don't have with admin privilege.
Oh.
You connect with the root and then
Yes.
I give it. Now let me quit and connect to the my Rajiv user. Now what do you think? Am I able to get it?
Yes.
Because whenever I will disconnect and connect again, it will be
Yes.
refresh the privilege
Yes.
table.
Yes. Yes.
So
Earlier we do it on the workbench
now you can see
developer.
the Rajiv database. Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Rajiv database, what privilege I have given? If you can notice, so we have given the privilege
Select
all,
and
grant all on.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
He is able to see the tables,
Yes.
sorry, use Rajiv, and then so tables,
Table.
and then you can able to create a table also,
Okay.
like create table, test Rajiv, and then we are giving the column, ID, just example, anything I am giving varchar, the 10, and then Just showing you the table has created. Are you getting?
Yes.
So tables, you can see the test.
Anji.
I hope you understood the concept.
Yes.
So that's for this demo,
Okay.
and that's about the things which we have learned today. Now I hope you are able to control any type of users with the domain name, as I told
Yes.
you, trainings.com,
Yes.
with the IP address, with the local host. So from any
Yes.
machine you can allow to
Yes.
connect. That's it.
Connect. Yes.
How was the session?
Yes. Good. Interesting.
Understood all the concept?
Yes. Yes.
Good.